Arcueid's apartment is the same as ever. We're the ones who have changed. I can feel her presence behind me. I'm so worked up that if I turn around, I'll end up doing something. And yet, my mind is so clear. I don't really get it, but I guess to love something is to hold on to these contradictory impulses, to simultaneously stay sane and lose your mind.
arcueid.
I go to turn around. But as I do, Arcueid lightly touches my back.
振り向かないで。しばらくこのままでいて。
Arcueid's voice is calm. The hand she placed on my back stays perfectly still, as though to reaffirm that this is real.
ねえ、シキ。私が初めてあなたを待っていた時のこと覚えてる？
覚えてるよ。自分が殺した相手がニコニコ顔で待ち伏せてたんだ。忘れられるわけないだろう。
うん。あの時ね。私、あなたのことがすごく憎かった。
In contrast to her words, Arcueid's voice is incredibly gentle.
もう自分でも吸血衝動は抑えられないと分かっていて。きっと、これが最後のチャンスだって覚悟してロアを追いかけて。ようやく見つけたと思った時に、見ず知らずの誰かに殺されて、何もかも壊されてしまった。あの時の私には、ただ、憎しみしかなかった。そうして、自分を殺した誰かを探し出して、あなたが来るのをね、あの道でずっと待っていたの。早く来なさい。私に気がついた瞬間に、寸分たがわず同じ目に合わせてあげるからって。本当に、あなたのことが憎かった。憎くて、胸が張り裂けそうになるくらい、ずっと待ち続けていた。
The hand on my back pressed harder.
arcueid。
でもね、私をあんな風に殺した相手なんて今までいなかった。少しだけどんなやつなんだろうって興味もあった。それに、あんな風に誰かを強く思うなんてこと今までなかった。初めはただ憎しみしかなかった。けどあなたはどんな人間なのかなって思った時、くるって反転しちゃった。もう1秒でも早く会いたくなった。私をあんな風に殺したやつ、私が初めて自分を見失うぐらいに、ずっと思い続けている誰かに。シキ、さっき言ったよね。一人は寂しいだろって。私、そんなことはないと思ってた。けど、あんなにも苦しく誰かを思って、あなたを今か今かと待ち続けた時の気持ちは、すごく幸せだった。本当は今すぐにでも会いに行きたいけど、我慢して、あなたがやってくるのを待っていて、よかった。あの時間は楽しかったよ。すごくドキドキして、シキがどんな人なんだろうって勝手に想像したりもした。
Arcueid withdraws her hand from my back.
思えばね。その時から私は誰かを必要としてしまって、一人の自分を物足りなく感じてしまった。シキは私のことを好きだって言ってくれたけど、私はシキに会う前から、あなた自身に恋をしてたんだなって。
There's nothing but tenderness in Arcueid's voice. There's no longer any need to hesitate. I turn around and unreservedly embrace her. Hey, there it is. Our lips meet on their own. I'm not sure which of us wished for it. Maybe both of us did. A simple, tender kiss. We pressed our lips together as if trying to bring our existences even closer to each other. I hold my breath and take in the feeling of being in contact with Arcueid, her soft lips, the touch of skin on skin, in places where we had never come into contact before. Even though these thoughts are enough to make my head feel like it's going to explode, I let out a deep sigh of relief as I embraced the warm sensation of our body. Arcueid is quivering softly, but it's not because she's afraid. Her closed eyes, her flushed rosy cheeks, she's unbearably adorable. Her breathing is hot and shallow. Arcueid is wholly enraptured. I could never have imagined that this alone would make her seem so much lovelier than she did before. Our lips gently part. Our arms still woven together, we stare into each other's eyes.
今のキスだったね。
She stares up at me with those red eyes. Her golden hair dances softly before me.
アルクエイド、こういうの嫌か？
私すごくドキドキしてる。
I can certainly hear her heart pounding in her chest, and I can feel mine beating just as hard.
でもちょっと困っちゃった。私いいのかなって。
いいのかなって何が？
だってね、シキ。唇を重ね合ったりする吸血鬼なんていないよ。
Her cheeks are red. She spoke shyly, as though incredibly embarrassed. With that move, it's checkmate. My mind goes blank. I no longer even know that I am a human called Tono Shiki. I collapse onto the bed with Arcueid still in my arms. I go to touch her skin, to run my hands through her hair, but I stop short. Damn, I'm breathing too heavily. I won't make the same mistake a second time. No matter how much I want her, I can't just give in to my own emotions at the expense of hers. Arcueid looks up and sees the face I'm making.
いいよ、シキ。あの時の続きしよう。
Are they gonna... Trembling with a mixture of bashfulness and anxiety, she smiles up at me with eyes full of joy, as if to overcome those feelings. Our breathing overlaps. Our skin melts together as one. Oh, they about to... Our frenzied emotions have laid our hearts and bodies bare. We consummate our feelings, at times greedily, at times delicately, relishing in the touch of one another. With a deep breath, I sink back onto the bed. Man, I may be saying this as someone that doesn't dream, but that experience was dreamlike. Arcueid is lying next to me asleep. Her breathing is peaceful, and she's grasping my hand contentedly. Looking back, I'm a little embarrassed. I don't feel a smidgen of regret about embracing Arcueid. It's just, I wanted to savor the feeling of her skin, her blushing face, for even a little while longer.
まだ無理かな。今はついていくのが精一杯だし。
I wonder if there'll ever come a time when I'll be able to remain calm around Arcueid's body. I mean, just now, I really don't even remember what I did. Literally, all I can remember is that it felt better than anything I'd ever experienced before. Regardless of how good it felt, the truth is that if I took another step right now, I'd collapse from exhaustion. Stifling my yawn, I watch Arcueid's sleeping face. I really love her, and Arcueid responded to that one-sided feeling. The exact nature of it may be a little different from the love I feel, but I'm sure she needs me too. That alone is enough to make me incredibly happy, not just because I'm wanted by someone, but because Arcueid, who has been alone all this time, has finally come to rely on someone else. That's what truly makes me happy.
そうだ。そうすれば、この先もきっと。
I feel faint as my consciousness begins to slip away. In spite of myself, it seems like this is my limit. I turn onto my back, take a deep breath, and relax. I must have been tired beyond belief. My consciousness immediately sinks without a trace. I'm in a deep sleep. I'm having a dream in which Arcueid has woken up before me and is doing something bad. She seems to be skulking around on her own, getting ready to put her mischief into motion. I try to ask her what she's doing.
あれ？仕切ったら起きてたの？
Yeah, but I'm still a little spaced out. Thanks to Arcueid, my body is not yet able to move as I wanted to.
そっか。嬉しいけど、なんか恥ずかしいね。
Arcueid smiles girlishly. I find it a little strange that I can understand her gestures even with my eyes closed, but she looks so happy that I abandoned such trivial questions.
ねえ、四季。
What's with the serious tone? You're worn out too. You should just sleep until night falls.
もしもよ。もし私が本当の吸血鬼になったら、四季はどうするかな？
That's a weird thing to ask, but that would never happen. After all, she's afraid of drinking blood.
だから、もしもの話。生きるために他の生命を奪うことは、自然界じゃ当然の摂理だと言ったでしょ？だから、もしも、私がそうなってしまった場合の話。
Stop it. There's no way that would happen, and I'm not a fan of what ifs. I told you that clearly before.
そう？私はイフって好きよ。どんな結果になるかわからないけど、とりあえずその時は救いがあるような気がするから。
Ugh. Now that I think about it, this isn't the first time you brought this up.
うん。だから、四季がもっとひどいやつだったら、私はどうしてたかなって。
Arcueid?
大好きよ、四季。こんな気持ちを持たせてくれて、それを言葉として伝えさせてくれるなんて、本当に優しかった。
Arcueid is crying, isn't she?
それじゃあ、四季が目を覚ます前に行くね。面と向かってさよならが言えないから、これで許して。
The door closes with a click. While I slept, I dimly heard that noise. I open my eyes. The sun is shining brightly, even through the curtains. I look over at the clock and see it's just turned noon.
やば、学校。
I bolt upright. Hold on, today's Saturday. There's no need to worry about going to school. If there's something I should be worried about, it's that I spent the night in Arcueid's apartment without contacting the mansion. Oh yeah, I feel like I had a weird dream. A dream where I spoke with Arcueid, and at the end, she gave me a kiss.
はぁ、なんか緩み切ってるな、俺。
I guess seeing pleasant dreams like that is further evidence of just how happy it makes me to be here, next to Arcueid as she continues to doze in bed.
そう思うだろ、歩く。
I turn to look at the bed. My voice catches in my throat.
歩く。
Yeah, she's not there. I stare at the bed, dumbfounded. There's nobody there. Arcueid's figure is nowhere to be found. With that, I'm off. In my dream, she said something like that.
ちょっと、待て。
I scour the apartment. There's no sign of Arcueid. It's like she was never here. The only thing I did find was a solitary scrap of paper left on the table. Is this some kind of joke? What language is this? On that scrap of paper is written a single word. Adieu.
なん、
Huh? I don't want to believe it. But what's worse is that I can understand why she's done this.
なんて。
You've got to be kidding me. She can't leave with nothing more than a adieu? Not after making that promise. Even though she promised we'd stick together. Even though I told her I'd stand by her until the bitter end. Why? Why are you going back to being alone?
なんでなんだアルクエイド
Screaming at the top of my lungs, I crushed the piece of paper. Oh shit. And then, I dart from the room and run around the city like a man possessed. Damn, was she faking all that shit? I won't find Arcueid. I know that. I'm painfully aware that she'll never appear in front of me again. Even so, I can't just give up. I'll lose my mind if I do. I need to catch her so that I can chew her out for being such an idiot. But try as I might, I can't find her. At this point, it's certain that we'll never meet again. Whatever we had, it's over. Irrevocably so. She's gone to settle the score with Roa alone, and after that, she'll disappear. No, she probably already handled all that and left the city long ago. I lost the ability to think straight even before I went mad. I hear the shrill cry of a cicada echoing in my ear. A cicada's cast-off shell. My body feels so insubstantial, so hollow, I'm no longer able to even think. So this is what it's like for your soul to leave your body. Not even tears will come. Devoid of everything, my legs begin to move. The homing instinct of an animal. Nothing is left in me, and yet, I start walking, returning to my own bed. Huh.